Shu Ogata is an orphan who lost his parents to a monster that he can't remember. To avenge them, Shu gives his memories one by one to a demon in exchange for having the power of one day finding them, but loses everything in the process. Shu meets up with Ayano, and Ayano is visibly upset with Shu for leaving her company. Shu has been broke as he hasn't had a job in almost 3 months now. He enters his home and finds Kisara sitting there. She smells a woman's scent on him, but Shu distracts her and begins eating. They are currently broke, but Shu promises that he will win the next auction to make them money. He enters a rift with others and accepts the lowest payment for dealing with the monster in the casino. He goes inside the casino with Ayano and they fight off against the demon. Shu sneaks around as the others distract it. He attempts to attack it but gets kicked off, and as he is about to be killed, Kisara shows up to defend him. Kisara fights against the demon but is too weak, so she decides to show public affection in front of everyone. She comes from the fog in a new outfit. She finds Ayano and gets angry at her as she was Shu's ex. She realizes Ayano had the same smell Shu had when going home. They completely forget about the monsters and begin attacking each other, conveniently killing all the monsters in the process. Kisara begins slashing away at Shu and asks him for a spare key. He throws her the key and she rushes towards the monster. Shu readies his gun and Kisara slashes at the monster. Shu unleashes his gun and fires to shoot the demon down in his place. This demon wasn't a problem, as it was just B rank, and Kisara happens to be a super AA class demon hazard on their side. Kisara gets in bed with Shu and takes a photo to her Instagram. The next day, Prince Charming appears, Hachisuka, the son of the mayor, and flirts with Kisara. However, she just ignores him and leaves him. Someone is planning on assassinating the mayor in the next festival, and Shu is there as he will be paid $3,000 for his successful mission. This is his first payday in 3 months and he will surely not waste it. Miles appears, the person who took care of Shu for a year. There is an eye that appears to be staring at Shu while he is smoking with Miles. Ayano hears the mayor proclaim that this city allows everyone to find security, but she knows that is a lie, as there are people like Shu and Kisara who are barely affording to eat. The demon appears from the dark, ready to slash away at the mayor, but gets choked by Kisara. Bullets come flying at the lizard demon, but he just disappears. Shu is about to end him, but the demon reminds Shu that the mayor covered up his family's death and disappears. Shu orders an express gun delivery for $3,000, and Kisara loses her mind. Shu says that he loves her bean sprout cooking anyway. The truck knocks the demon out and realizes he doesn't need the gun anymore. Shu's sister is running around, looking for her parents, but they are dead. She apologizes to her brother as she disappears, and Shu wakes up from his nightmare. He looks at his family's portrait. A doctor runs at the top of a building and he is on the phone with a person requesting him to do a contract. The doctor asks for the most powerful contract and becomes a giant caterpillar. The electricity is off at Shu's home with Kisara as they eat bean sprouts. At a park, Shu is sitting with Ayano and they see 2 guys going for a jog. Shu reveals that he has obtained early access regarding the demon from an interesting information source. At the auction, Shu realizes that he has information before everyone else at a much faster speed, and Shu again outbids the other plebs in the auction. But Ayano's mom reveals that the caterpillar actually has the electricity of the city for an entire week inside it. They nullify the auction, and Shu is upset by this. He thinks that Ayano may have played a part in causing the auction to be forfeited. A man sitting with Miles learns that Shu has obtained classified information early. It is revealed that Shu and Kisara were going to be eliminated by the city, but they were stronger than all of them. Ayano's mom fires guns at the caterpillar, but they do nothing. It transforms into a butterfly. Ayano's mom calls Shu, asking him for help in this situation. Kisara hugs Shu. She asks him what he's going to give her now. He tells her that he will give her a full 3 months of his memories from 3 years ago. That was when he started living with Ayano, and Kisara asks him what his objective is. His memories are so lost that he can't even remember the outfit Ayano wore from their first date. Shu kisses Kisara, and Kisara calls him the worst guy ever. He's willing to kiss a woman he doesn't even love to achieve his goal. He's even willing to lose his memories of the girl he loves so he can save her. Kisara powers up and saves Ayano from being crushed. Kisara fights the demon off, but Shu appears to forget part of his objective. He aims at the demon, readies his gun, and fires his bullet. However, it isn't enough. Shu spits out another bullet, readies his gun again, and fires. Once it lands, dust begins to shake off a spear underneath. Shu is beginning to forget everything. Ayano runs in and fights against a demon. She finds out the demon is the same guy that they saw in the park. A woman screams out his name. Ayano's friend makes fun of her for dating Shu only when he was a minor. Kisara finds Ayano next to a love hotel with a security guard and posts it to her story. Ayano confronts Shu about this, but they are alerted about the ongoing demon situation. Ayano's captured demon has died, and there appears to be a gang war ongoing. Shu asks Ayano to team up with him to take down the demons, but Ayano cries at him. She hates that he never compromises, that he always wants to jump into danger headfirst without considering anyone else. She remembers when Shu had his first birthday party with her. She had prepared a cake for him, but he never showed up. He was too busy chasing demons that Ayano hadn't been able to capture. Shu, however, has no memory of any of that happening. He pretends that he remembers, but Ayano already knows he is lying. She cries and leaves. Ayano is crying under a bridge and Kisara comes to see her. She reveals that she remembers that night that she was waiting for Shu. She even remembers the words she told Shu and what she had worn for him. Those memories now only remain within Kisara. Kisara explains to Ayano that Shu loses his memories every time he kisses her. This is the way she is able to gain power each time. Kisara tells Ayano that Shu is offering everything to find the one who murdered his family. Ayano has been attempting to interfere with Shu so that he doesn't die, as he is too reckless. Kisara doesn't care if she's eating every last bit of him, because he'll be able to achieve his objective, and because she'll be the last girl he'll ever be with. Shu gets a flying arrow that gives him information about the gang war. He jumps right in. There is a woman dressed in red killing the police officers. Shu fires at her, but she blocks his bullets with her sword. She escapes using her agility and jumps in from mirror to mirror, avoiding Shu. One of the police officers says Maria, the name of the lady that was screaming when she saw her loved one dead. Ayano is walking alone at night and is about to be slashed. Kisara comes to save Ayano and chases off the demon. Shu explains that she can jump through mirrors and she is ready to attack Ayano. Kisara chases the demon, but instead develops her own plot. Ayano's security has dinner with Shu and explains that it is strange how he obtained his information extremely fast and jumped into battle. He tells Shu that he knows about the story of how he lost his family and that he actually believes him. Ayano is sitting with her mom, who tells her the same story about Shu. Ayano is also locked inside a warehouse and her mom can't stare at her, so the demon can't jump in, as it appears to be targeting Ayano. The security man tells him that he should stop using the information from a man he can't even see, and that his informant is likely just using and exploiting him. He tells Shu to trust him, a person that he can see, and that he will help Shu. Shu is sad, realizing that there is finally someone who believes in him. The detective attempts to find the guy associated with the demon, but when they enter the apartment, they find him to be dead. Shu enters Ayano's warehouse. Ayano asks Shu about his goal of finding his family's murderer. Ayano understands now that Shu left Ayano whenever he was no longer receiving training from her mother. Ayano reveals that she would have done anything to stay by Shu's side. Shu tells Ayano that he thinks his sister may still be alive, as he has been seeing her in his dreams. This was the reason he left Ayano 3 years ago. There may have been a chance of saving his sister. Ayano tells him that she will no longer attempt to stop him, that she will no longer be in his way. She covers his eyes and kisses him. She continues kissing him and tells him this is the last time. A water drop falls in the warehouse and the demon slashes the couch, but they aren't there. Kisara slashes away at it and finds Ayano. She headbutts her and begins crying, telling her that she has nothing to worry about. Kisara holds the sword to Shu's back, telling him that she will go full strength to force him. She comes out and fights off the demon. Shu wakes up with his bullet in his hand. Shu punches away at the demon. He throws the bullet with his full might and Kisara shoves the bullet into the demon's chest, killing her. Mysterious nun approaches a building, saying she has found it, comparing it to a photograph with Kisara in it. She enters the building and fights against a man who appears to be very strong. She, however, just takes care of him and the cops and leaves the scene like she's in some movie. Ayano has been living with Shu, cleaning up his house and making him meals since Kisara hasn't been showing up. Shu has no idea what's been bothering her, and Ayano pretends she doesn't know either. Kisara is sad and sitting under a bridge under the rain. She opens her phone and finds messages from Shu, but ignores them. She isn't mad at him as he can't remember anything that happened. In a flashback, she remembers when Shu approached her. She was a stone statue with a spear shoved inside of her. Shu attempted to take out the spear and Kisara began to attack him. Shu wanted to talk to her. He told her she is what he wants. Her face stone breaks and she stops fighting. She opens her phone and finds an Instagram photo of Ayano with him. She throws her phone away. Shu sits at a bench and a mysterious man comes behind him. Shu attempts to ignore him, but the man tells him to look into the trash and he finds a tablet in there. He sees the nun kicking off a strong man, and her name is Celestial Abbey. The man disappears and Shu attempts to chase him. He hides behind a brick wall and escapes. Shu learns from Ayano's mom that the nun is from another organization that wants to eliminate the demons. However, she is here mainly to eliminate Kisara, as no one else has been able to. She also happens to be much stronger than any of the previous people that have fought against Kisara, so she could be dangerous. Later that night, Ayano's mom is greeted by the nun. Ayano's mom realizes that the nun will be going after Kisara and Shu. Ayano comes in to save her mother. The nun's name is Sharon, and she steals Ayano's phone. Kisara is spammed by messages from Ayano, but the nun has sent a picture of herself. Ayano calls Shu before entering his house to stay protected. The door comes breaking in on him, and he falls to the floor. The nun runs down and smashes the ground at Shu.
How was the video? We hope it was good. If so, please check these videos. Also, please comment down your thoughts and your suggestions for future videos. If you haven't already, please consider subscribing now to show the support to our channel. We hope to see you soon with another video right in this channel. Have a nice day.